Hi, I'm Sarah from Fast Fashion Therapy. Eleanor and we teach people to mend their clothes rather than throwing them away and always buying something new. Today I'm going to go through overstitch, which is a really simple basic can stitch that can be really handy for sewing on patches or if some seams have come frayed and you want to just reinforce those. So we'll show that stitch today and get you mending. For this example today, we don't need very much equipment. So I've got a needle. This one's got a very wide eye because I'm using a thick yarn or thread just so that it shows up more easily. I've got a piece of felt and some scissors. Now you don't have to use these. You might want to use them for bigger patches, or you can use just a regular sewing thread and regular fabric, woven, jersey. The techniques would be the same. So I'm going to take the thread and I'm going to put a knot in the end. And then pull through from the back to the front, and I'll just hold that in place. And then I'm just literally putting the needle back through the hole where I was, but the thread is going to wrap over that edge. So I'm going to go back under from back to front. And making sure that the thread is over the edge. Now you can use this technique if you've got a fray. So say this is a piece of clothing that's frayed down the edge. You could sew these much closer together. So I'm just going to do one bit closer together. And that will just prevent any more fraying and finish the edge back off. Or the other thing you can do is a clothing patch. So maybe you want to make a patch for an elbow patch for a jacket. Then you could use a thick yarn like this, but if you actually sew much closer together, so it gives it almost like a machine finished edge. So I've got a thick yarn. So you can see, if you sew them close together, they take a little bit of moving around. But you can see it gives a really nice clean edge. And then if you're using just a regular fabric with a thread, you could use a matching thread so that it blends in, or you might want to colour and make a feature. But we'll be posting lots more on our blog of examples of an overstitch, so you can see how and when to use it. But this is just simply the technique. So coming from back to front and then making sure that the thread is over the edge. It looks the same on the front and the back. Then I would just finish that off with the back stitch. So in the same place 2 or 3 times, we'll just fix it, and then I'll just come through to the back so that it looks a little bit neater. Give it a trim. Ready to get mending.